And how do you also avoid those temptations, because running around and doing certain things can take your eye off of the ball from business. Like how do you even avoid being in love or having kids and all that stuff? You don't have kids, right?
Not that they have not found me.
Yeah, okay.
Just kidding. No. No kids, no love. That's something that I'm a big believer of. You say something enough to yourself, it becomes your thought matrix, right? Your words, your thoughts, the ideas that come from that, the belief systems that you form, that becomes what you tell other people, which re-strengthens that mold. And then your behaviors get you what? Results. So you example, if I say to the world that I'm not open to a relationship, that I'm not interested in this, that I'm not interested in that, well, that's what I think, that's what I do. I start getting results that are positive, not because I'm not in a relationship, but because where I'm spending my time is going to get me a return on that time.
Right.
So those results reaffirm that conviction. That conviction becomes my identity. My identity, cyclically compounds to get more results. More results get me farther. So it's almost, we can convince ourselves of anything. And I've convinced myself that where I'm at, who I am, what I do, what I've sacrificed, and what I'm aiming for is worth it.
Right. And I think along those lines, I don't know if I'm a full believer in work-life balance. There is a time in life where if you get to where you need to be, you can have it, but there is also that need at certain phases of your business to work all the time, and there's not much balance. Because for you, you're working so many hours that you don't have time to be running around and having fun and partying and taking lavish vacations. Do you find that to be true in order to get to where you ultimately want to be?
Yeah, it's interesting. So if we were way out all of, at least from my bias point of view, all of the people that I've studied, Aristotle Onassis. A lot of people don't know Aristotle Onassis. He was the largest shipping magnate in history. He was one of the first billionaires. He was a guy who's from Greece. Built it up from his bootstraps. His family had lost all their money. He was a 100-hour-a-week guy. You study guys like Rockefeller and Vanderbilt from the past. These guys like Aristotle Onassis. You study newer entrepreneurs, the Tai Lopez's, and any one of these guys, and they all say. Just this morning, I was on Facebook. Vic Tipney's. He's a up-and-comer Fortune 5000 company. They're totally killing it. He's like, there's no such thing as work-life balance. I feel as though that's a meal ticket people sell in a course.
Right.
But I have never at least come across or researched an entrepreneur, or it could be an entrepreneur, it could be a governor of state, it could be a dictator, it could be a messiah, it could be anyone that's done something. It wasn't like all they did was that every day.
Because that's their obsession, their passion, and it's what they do, and they love it so much that they dedicate a hell of a lot more than 40 hours a week. So I agree that there's no real thing as work-life balance when you have bigger than average goals.